Have you ever woken up in the morning, stretched a little, and suddenly felt that sharp pull in your back? That little reminder that your body isn't as flexible as it used to be? Or maybe you've been going about your day, reaching for something on a shelf or bending down to tie your shoe, and bam, that nagging ache sneaks in again. It's frustrating, right? If that sounds familiar, you're in the right place. Today, I'm going to share with you the #1 stretch that seniors over 70 absolutely must do every single day for instant back pain relief. And trust me, this one simple move can make a world of difference. But before we dive in, if you're interested in more practical tips to keep you feeling strong, flexible, and pain-free, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel, and it means I can keep bringing you valuable content like this. Now, let's talk about back pain for a moment. It's one of the most common complaints among older adults, and it's not just about discomfort. It affects everything: how you move, how you sleep, even how much you enjoy your day. The worst part? It can feel like no matter what you do, the stiffness and soreness just won't go away. But here's the good news. The right kind of movement can help. And I'm not talking about some complicated yoga pose or an exercise that requires you to get down on the floor and struggle to get back up. No, this is a simple stretch that anyone can do, standing or sitting. And it works wonders for loosening up those tight muscles and easing tension in your back. Before I show you how to do it, let's quickly go over why this happens in the first place. As we get older, our muscles and joints naturally become stiffer. Decades of movement, wear and tear, and sometimes even injuries add up. The spine, which is the backbone of our body, literally relies on flexibility and strength to keep us upright and moving smoothly. But when we don't stretch or move enough, the muscles around it tighten, pulling on the lower back and making even the simplest movements feel uncomfortable. And I get it. When your back hurts, the last thing you want to do is move. It feels like resting would be the best solution, right? But in reality, too much rest can actually make things worse. Muscles get weaker, stiffness sets in, and before you know it, the pain lingers even longer. That's why stretching is so important. It keeps your muscles flexible, improves circulation, and helps your body stay balanced and strong. So, what's the magic move that can help ease back pain and keep you feeling more limber? Well, we're about to get into it. But first, let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed how good it feels to stretch your arms overhead after sitting for a long time? Or how naturally you sigh in relief when you arch your back just a little after being hunched over? That's your body telling you exactly what it needs. And the stretch we're about to do builds on that natural instinct to relieve tension where you need it most. Now, get comfortable and let's go through it step by step. All right, now that you're ready, let's get into the stretch that can help loosen up your back and give you instant relief. You don't need any special equipment, and you don't have to get down on the floor. Whether you're sitting or standing, this stretch is going to work for you. Start by planting your feet flat on the ground, about hip width apart. If you're sitting, make sure you're on a sturdy chair with a straight back, not a soft couch that lets you sink in. Sit up tall, roll your shoulders back slightly, and take a deep breath in. Now, slowly raise both arms up toward the ceiling, stretching as if you're trying to reach for something just out of your grasp. Feel that gentle pull in your sides, in your lower back. That's exactly what we want. If lifting both arms feels like too much, you can do one arm at a time. Just be sure to switch sides. Hold that stretch for about 5 to 10 seconds, then lower your arms slowly as you breathe out. But we're not done yet. The next step is to add a gentle side bend. Raise your arms again, but this time, tilt slightly to one side, like you're leaning over an invisible fence. Don't force it. Just go as far as feels comfortable. This part of the stretch helps release tightness along the sides of your back, which often gets stiff from sitting too much. Hold for another 5 to 10 seconds, then return to center and repeat on the other side. Now, take a moment. Do you feel that? That small shift? That's your back loosening up. If you're feeling stiff, go ahead and repeat this stretch a couple more times. The beauty of this move is that it's gentle, effective, and safe for daily use. What makes this stretch so powerful is that it targets the areas where we naturally hold tension. Think about it. How often do you sit for long periods, whether reading, watching TV, or even just relaxing? Over time, that stillness causes stiffness, and your back ends up paying the price. This stretch counteracts that by lengthening and loosening the muscles that tend to tighten up. And here's something important. Consistency is key. Doing this once might feel great, but if you really want to experience long-term relief, make it a habit. Just a few minutes a day can make a world of difference. Now, if you're wondering, is this stretch enough on its own? That's a great question. While this move is incredibly effective, it works even better when paired with a couple of other simple techniques that support your back's overall flexibility and strength. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about next. So, get comfortable and let's keep going. Now that you've loosened up your back with that stretch, let's take things a step further. Because while stretching is a fantastic way to relieve tension, real, lasting relief comes from a combination of flexibility and strength. If your back is stiff, stretching helps. But if your back is weak, that stiffness and the pain that comes with it will keep coming back. So, let's talk about how to support your back with simple movements that keep it strong and pain-free. One of the biggest culprits behind back pain in seniors is weak core muscles. Now, don't worry, I'm not about to tell you to do sit-ups or crunches. The core isn't just your stomach muscles. It's everything that supports your spine, including your lower back, sides, and even your hips. When your core is weak, your back has to work overtime to keep you upright and balanced. And that's what leads to pain. So, here's a simple way to engage your core without putting strain on your back. It's called the seated belly pull, and you can do it anywhere, while watching TV, sitting at the table, or even waiting in the car. Sit up straight in your chair with your feet flat on the floor. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, gently pull your belly button towards your spine, like you're trying to zip up a snug jacket. Hold that tension for a few seconds, then relax and breathe normally. Try that a few times. Feels simple, right? But that small movement activates the deep muscles that support your back. Now, let's combine it with something that will reinforce your lower back strength. Stay seated, and this time, place your hands on your thighs. Press down lightly while at the same time lifting your chest, just a little, as if you're standing taller without actually getting up. You'll feel a subtle engagement in your lower back muscles. This is your body waking up those stabilizers, the muscles that keep your spine aligned and pain-free. These movements may seem small, but they work together with the stretch you just did to not only loosen up your back, but also protect it from future stiffness. Stretching without strengthening is like putting air in a leaky tire. It feels better for a while, but the problem will keep coming back. That's why doing both is so important. And here's the best part. None of this takes much time. You don't need to spend hours doing complicated exercises or worrying about perfect technique. Just a few minutes a day can help you feel looser, stronger, and more in control of your body. But there's one more crucial piece to this puzzle, something that ties it all together and makes these movements even more effective. It's something that most people overlook, even though it has a direct impact on back pain relief. And that's exactly what we're going to get into next. Great. Now that we've covered stretching and strengthening, there's one final piece that makes everything work even better: your posture. You might not think about it much, but the way you sit, stand, and even walk can either help or hurt your back. Have you ever caught yourself slouching in a chair, only to realize later that your back feels stiff and sore? Or maybe you've noticed that after standing for a while, your lower back starts to ache. That's because posture plays a huge role in how much strain your back muscles have to handle. Now, I know what you're thinking. I try to sit up straight, but it's hard to keep it that way all the time, and that's completely understandable. But here's the good news. You don't have to be stiff like a soldier to have good posture. In fact, forcing yourself into a rigid position can actually make things worse. The key is to find a natural, balanced alignment that supports your spine without feeling like a chore. So, here's a simple trick you can do right now. Whether you're sitting or standing, take a deep breath in. As you do, imagine a string gently pulling the top of your head upward, as if you're growing just a little taller. Now, exhale and relax your shoulders down. Notice how you're naturally sitting or standing a little straighter without straining. That's what good posture feels like. It's not about forcing yourself to stay upright. It's about small adjustments that make a big difference. If you want to take it a step further, try this next time you're standing. Shift your weight slightly forward onto the balls of your feet, then back onto your heels. Notice how your body naturally finds a middle ground where you feel the most balanced. That's where you want to be when you stand or walk. It keeps the strain off your lower back and distributes your weight evenly, reducing pressure on your spine. When you combine this awareness of posture with the stretch we learned earlier and the simple strengthening moves, you're giving your back the best possible support. No more waking up stiff, no more struggling to get comfortable in a chair, and no more dreading those sharp little reminders that your back isn't as strong as it used to be. Now, here's the most important thing to remember: consistency is key. Doing this just once or twice will feel great in the moment, but the real magic happens when you make it a daily habit. It doesn't have to take a lot of time. Just a few minutes of stretching, a little core activation, and some mindful posture adjustments can completely change how your back feels throughout the day. So, here's my challenge for you. Try this for the next 7 days, just a couple of minutes each day. See how your back feels, and let me know in the comments if you notice a difference. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more simple, effective tips to keep you moving, feeling strong, and living pain-free. Remember, it's never too late to take control of your health. Small changes add up to big results, and your back will thank you for it. Here's to feeling better every single day.